And we are live. Okay, here comes the intro. You're listening to the Grow Clinton podcast. Grow Clinton is a 501c6 nonprofit economic community development and tourism organization based in Clinton, Iowa. For more information, visit growclinton.com. Again, that's growclinton.com. Now, back to the show. What's happening, all you amazing people out there in podcast land? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Grow Clinton podcast, brought to you by Grow Clinton, a small nonprofit organization where we focus on economic development, community development, and tourism, located right here in the eastern side of the great state of Iowa, right along the mighty Mississippi. As you know, I am the host, Andy Sokolovich, president and CEO of Grow Clinton, joined in the studio by Jenny Home from our office. Jenny, what's happening?
Do you know how much I love it when you say the mighty Mississippi?
The mighty
Proud.
Mississippi.
I mean, I have nothing to do with its creation, but I'm proud of it.
Yeah, no, I'm sure, you spent some time on the river.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's you gotta love it.
I do.
Yeah,
I do. I
everybody
love it.
enjoys it. Yeah,
It's like a bonfire. You can just sit and stare at it.
Yeah, well, sometimes there are fires out there.
I noticed
think Joyce's
that.
Flu was on fire the other day, so
On fire.
kudos to the Clinton
Yeah.
Fire Department for
Right.
going and taking care of that. But yeah, got a lot of cool things right here in Clinton.
We sure do.
Jenny, we got sponsors.
You know what? I saw one of them today.
Oh, yeah, this today's recently.
Yeah, just
walked in and delivered some calendars.
some great calendars.
Oh, well, Citizens First Bank was in today.
They were? I didn't
Oh,
see
and
that.
Miles was in today. Yeah,
Miles.
you're
I saw
right.
Miles. I'm sorry I missed Citizens First.
Man, where were you, Jenny?
I was out and about.
New telephones in the Grow Clinton office,
Yep.
courtesy of Miles Communications. Loving it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. They sound good. They're easy to operate. No complaints, folks. Hey, Citizens First Bank. Mic check. That's courtesy of Citizens First Bank, making your finances and our audio crystal clear. New microphones for the Grow Clinton podcast are proudly sponsored by the bank that's always in tune with our community. Find them at gocfb.bank, banking as it should be with Citizens First Bank, member FDIC. Adcraft Printwear and Sully Sports. Adcraft has been in the custom apparel game since 1974. Over the years, Adcraft has grown from a small family-run business serving the Clinton, Iowa community to a cutting-edge operation, providing top-notch customized printwear to teams and companies all over the country. For all of your custom printwear needs, adcraftusa.com. Again, that's adcraftusa.com. Miles Communication powers the Grow Clinton podcast, hooking us up with high-speed fiber internet that's wicked fast, ensuring that our broadcast is crisp, clear, and consistent. Miles offers residential and commercial high-speed internet services, as well as television and telephone options to meet your home or company communication needs. If they're not in your neck of the woods, they are on their way. MilesTelephone.com. MilesTelephone.com. LyondellBasell is a leader in the global chemical industry, guided by the purpose of creating solutions for everyday sustainable living. Lyondell is one of the world's largest producers of polymers and a leader in polyolefin technologies. The LyondellBasell Clinton complex produces resins used to create a variety of products, including household and industrial bottles, pressure pipe, food packaging, outdoor durable goods, construction and roofing materials, and toys, Jenny.
I love it.
Everything that is plastique.
All of it.
Lyondell is committed to being a responsible, engaged neighbor in the communities where they operate through volunteerism, charitable giving, and partnerships with local organizations. Lyondell aims to strengthen communities by supporting education, sustainability, and safety initiatives. LyondellBasell, folks, solutions for a better tomorrow. Thank you to our sponsors. Great show today, Jenny.
One of my favorite subjects.
Yeah, we're talking wine today.
Yes. Wine.
Wine. We have Dorothy O'Brien in the studio, owner of Wide River Winery right here in Clinton, Iowa. Dorothy, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
We're so excited you're here.
So we love the wine. We drink a lot of it. But how did this journey begin?
Well, probably 25 years ago, I decided that I wanted to try to make wine in my basement.
How did you decide that? Just all of a sudden?
Well, I like to grow things
Yes.
and I like to try new things. So I started by growing a few grapes and taken a few extension classes. And I made my first wine in the basement in 5-gallon carboys. And the kids came home from college at that point, and they tried it. They were like, "It's not that bad."
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? I used to be a home brewer back in the day. My
Okay.
first couple of beers were the same thing. I'm like, that's not bad. Yeah. Yeah, but the carboys, yeah. So you know what those are, Jenny?
No.
So it's like the big like water tanks that we have that are plastic, but
Yes.
these are glass.
Oh.
And so the wine is fermented in the carboys, and then you have to pull a stopper on the top, and it has to have a little valve that lets the CO2 out. So
And this is what you took classes in, and
Well, yeah, and then eventually I graduated to tanks
Yeah.
when I became professional, but a professional licensed winery. But I took a lot of classes from Extension from Iowa State
Mhm.
and also in Illinois, and I went to California for a week one time. And
you did your homework.
well,
Didn't
So
just
what? Do
jump
you have
in.
like a certification? Are you like a sommelier? I mean, what is all that?
no, I'm not.
I don't even know. I know
I know what that is.
a distant cousin of mine was, and I just know he got paid a lot of money to tell people what kind of wine to pair
Right.
with their food.
Career
Right, but-
choice. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and that is fascinating. The sommeliers really focus on different regions and flavors and what explains them. I was focused more on how to make it.
Yeah,
So it's a little bit different approach, a little
Yeah.
bit different context.
yeah, that's great.
Does it seem like is it like a chemistry? It is, but I mean, is that the way you approach that? Is more of a scientific way of doing that, I guess.
So chemistry is helpful.
Yes.
I'm no chemist,
Mhm.
but along the way, I did learn a little chemistry
Wow.
and, pH and
Mhm.
measuring the sugar and then measuring the total acid and
Yeah.
just so you could understand what you get from the grapes, what's the best wine or the most attractive wine you could make from a particular grape with a particular chemistry.
Because there are more than just one grape. I mean, there are so many. How many different varieties do you use?
I think we have eight varieties in our vineyard.
Yeah, that's a beautiful vineyard, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. We have 16 acres now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So if you've never been to Wide River Winery in Clinton, it is on the north end along 67 off of Deer Creek. That's correct? That's the name of the road, Deer Creek?
Yep.
Yep. I thought I just, when I go up there, I'm so excited I don't notice the street sign. And when I leave, I'm in the passenger seat and I can't see the street sign. We'll just put it that way. But yeah, I love it. Beautiful
Yeah.
vista. You have an amazing deck that overlooks the Mississippi River, especially this time of year when it's still a little warm enough to sit out there in a deck. This past weekend was beautiful. I had several of my friends go up there and enjoy a few bottles of wine and looked out over the deck. And with the leaves falling off the trees, you get a clear view of the river. So it is phenomenal. If you have not seen it, go and visit for sure.
one of my favorite visits is to Wide River because that winding drive up there, it's just, I don't know, it gets you in the mood for it, but it's almost like, where am I? This is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you get to see that river. I always think about the people who first ever
Yeah.
saw the river. Like,
So Dorothy,
wow.
did you guys own that property up there before you started the vineyard and the winery?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So how did that process go? So you've tried it in the basement, not that bad. You received some education. You learned how to make it at a large scale. You get approved by the state to have an actual winery and produce and distribute. So where did you start that location up on top of Deer Creek, and what has it blossomed into today?
So we started 20 years ago, and our first harvest was, I think we had 1.5 acres of grapes, so it was quite a bit smaller than what we have now. And I can remember thinking, oh gosh, should I put all this money out to buy these tanks and stuff?
It's not cheap. Stainless is not cheap.
Right. And then in the end, I justified it by thinking, well, I could buy a new car or I could buy tanks.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did the tanks.
The car was
Smart.
running. Yeah.
Smart.
Right.
Yeah. So you said 8 different varieties of grapes. Now you have, I'm looking on your website right now at wideriverwinery.com. You have red wines, you have fruit-based wines, dessert wines, sweet wines, semi-sweet wines, the list goes on and on. How do you determine from a grape to adding sugar to the whole fermentation process when it comes out of that tank and it is bottled? What's the process look like to create these variety of different wines?
Well, a lot of it depends on what the grape is and the grape chemistry. So if you want to make a sweet wine, and we have a lot of our customers like sweet wines, so we know that we need a grape that has a little bit higher acid because the acid will make the sweet wine more interesting. On the other hand, if we're making a dry wine, we want a grape that has a relatively low acidity profile.
Okay.
So what's your most popular wine?
Oh, probably Mary Berry / Double Jeopardy.
Yeah, I love Double Jeopardy. That's one of my jams. I
Is
love
it dry?
No.
It's sweet?
No. And I don't mind a dry wine. I mean,
No.
I don't have an educated palate,
Mm.
but I do like the selection at Wide River Winery, and I don't mind any of them, to be honest.
I'll drink it.
And
yeah.
then what I like is if it's a hot day and you want to cool off, you got some wine slushy options up there too, which are really good. They sneak up on you, I tell you that.
Oh
much.
yeah, because they're so good.
So Dorothy, all of the wines are named. There is a theme to the names of all the
yes.
wines.
Yes.
They are all like legal based law. You are an attorney by trade, correct?
Correct.
So how do you come up with these names?
So a lot of times the customers we'll have a little contest.
Oh.
And the customers will submit them.
What are some of them? Tell me some of them.
Conviction,
I love it.
white collar crime,
Yep.
double jeopardy, Cody Road felony, not guilty.
Oh wow,
You know, we've had fun with it.
that's
Yeah.
cute.
Is the Cody Road? Does that have anything to do? Are you partnering with another?
So we named that when we made wines specifically for Mississippi River Distilling Company.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's how
Burchett
we got that.
Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, good friends of mine actually. This is a funny story. When I first moved here, I was hardcore into home brewing, like hardcore. I had a 15.5 gallon all grain system. I mean, I would spend all day in the garage brewing. I mean, it's not a simple process. It's not something you can go out there for a couple hours and come
Yeah.
back. I mean, it is an all day thing, from the brew kettle to adding the hops and extracting the wort, which is non-fermented beer at the time. And so I just wanted to continue my love of that. And I really became good friends with the Burchetts down in LeClaire. And that's when their distillery was just very small. And they had an amazing story. But I'm glad to hear that you collaborated with them. How was that process?
Oh, it was fantastic. And we buy barrels from them after they've been used to age their bourbon.
Mhm.
And that adds a really interesting, deep, and rich flavor to the
Because they're
dry
charred,
reds.
I would
Yeah.
assume,
Yeah.
correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So cool.
And there's
So
always a little whiskey left in the bottom.
there you go.
There you go.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking
Or
about.
bourbon, I should say. Bourbon.
So there's
Yeah.
probably all kinds of things to learn all the time, and it just keeps going. What's next? I mean, what do you have a big plan next, or are you just going to keep learning and keep coming up with new names?
Well, so it's always fun to try a different method. And I would
Right.
really like to try some orange wine. Have
Mm.
you ever
Okay.
heard of that?
No.
No.
So orange wine is what happens when you ferment white grapes on the skins.
Mm.
Usually
Oh,
we make
yeah.
juice and get rid of the skins right away. But the orange wines that I've had are rich and interesting. They just add another dimension.
Yeah, I've never had that.
Wow.
Now I've had ice wine
Hmm.
in Canada. That was delicious.
What is it?
Now I don't know, but it has something to do with they select the grapes after the first hard frost, I believe, and it changes the flavor profile. That's what I was told. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And true ice wine, they leave on the vine and like into December,
Mhm.
so that the grapes are almost like raisins.
Oh,
And so the flavor is rich, and with the real high sugar content, you end up with some residual sugar in the wine itself. They're very tasty wines. So
Yeah.
I enjoy them.
So not only do you have a location here in Clinton, that's the OG, the original location, correct? Then you expanded into LeClaire, and then you also have a place in Davenport, correct?
Correct.
That's
Busy.
awesome. Busy,
and
busy.
also Airbnb
Yes.
in the Clinton area.
Yes. So we have a Airbnb. We call it the Lodge. That's right down at the bottom of the hill, and it is a very utilitarian type of architecture,
Mhm.
but it has a fantastic view of the
Oh,
river.
yeah.
Oh, it
Really
does.
good.
Yeah.
My wife's caught her eye because I think you have it on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. It shows up. It's like promoted and it
Yeah.
shows up in her timeline and stuff. And she's always like, "Where's this at?" I'm like, "It's right down the street. Let's
Wow.
go." Because we have a little 3-year-old. So for us to take like a full weekend and go somewhere and have
Yeah.
childcare is tough.
Yeah.
But I'm not opposed to just taking an Airbnb here in Clinton.
Well, it is like it's it is like getting out of town. It is like a totally different setting, and it's right in our backyard. I love
My
that.
plan is to put the snow sleds in the back of my truck, go up to the winery, taste everything, and then my wife and I will just sled down
Down.
to the Airbnb.
Very
I
clever,
love it.
very clever. We also have an apartment above the LeClaire tasting room
Mhm.
that we rent out for Airbnb.
Cool.
So-
Now, is
Yeah.
the Clinton location the only location where you actually produce the wine?
Well, we produce the vast majority of the
Okay.
wine in Clinton. The state requires for our licensing purposes that we have little mini operations
Yeah.
in the other
I
place.
will say, referencing back to my relationship with the Burchett brothers, they were very influential in changing some laws that allowed them to open up their space to actually sell, full-size drinks and not just like
Tasting
samples.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But they really had to push because it was always amazing. Like the amount of taxation that's on booze, wine, spirits, whatever, not just in the state, but like federally, it's like you are, correct me if I'm wrong, because I am a layman, but from what I gather is when the let's just say the wine comes out, you put it in a bottle, you have to send it to a distributor, right?
No, we can actually
Oh, okay.
self-distribute
Good.
because we're a native winery. That's what they call us.
Okay.
Oh,
Right. And so we pay 7 cents a gallon to the feds,
Mhm.
and we pay $1.75 a gallon to the state.
That adds up.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
it
mean,
does.
how many gallons do you
does.
produce on average?
About 15,000 a year.
Wow.
Geez.
So
Wow.
Something else that I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You had music there this last weekend, but
Yes.
you do have, the deck out there. It's beautiful and it's a good time.
yeah, we had a customer appreciation party this past weekend and had a band that it was new to me, Tote McGroat,
Totes
Mhm.
my goats.
and
Mm-hmm.
boy were they fun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so cool. And you've had Travis Hosette up there. We
That's
all know
right.
Travis.
Everybody knows.
I
The
always
women
tell
know
him.
him.
I see him. I'm like, hey
Mhm.
man, you ever gonna sing anything other than Sinatra? Like,
Why?
I know that's his jam. He's focused on it. No, I just make fun of him. He and I get along really well. But,
I know a 22-year-old woman who is just in love.
oh yeah,
I mean,
Travis.
why would he change?
he's a good guy. But you have an
Yeah.
awesome location up there. It's just a beautiful vista. It's beautiful to be able to make that drive up to the winery, overlook the Mississippi River. You have the vineyard right along there. It is absolutely stunning, and we are constantly pushing people to go up there and visit because it's one of those things where if you don't know about it, somebody didn't tell
Right.
you about it, or you haven't seen any marketing collateral driving you there, you're not going to even know it exists.
Right. And
Um,
I mean, some places, a lot of places in Clinton deserve the reputation of being a destination.
Yeah.
And Wide River Winery is one of those.
Well, thank you. Yes, I am always astounded at the number of out-of-state license plates in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more than half.
So when
That's
you
cool.
started seeing the success and you started seeing things like this, I mean, what was the feeling like? I always want to know that feeling.
Like
And
when you
then,
first saw a bottle of your wine in
Yeah.
the grocery store.
right.
Yeah, well, I guess it's pretty satisfying.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been a journey. I mean, being in a small business is a challenge,
Yes.
but a good one.
What I like though is that you've mentioned that, sometimes we see people who want to do small business and it's great. We want entrepreneurs, but you did your homework and you knew what you're kind of getting yourself into,
Yeah.
to an extent. But I mean, was there one moment where you're on the fence I'm at home making wine, and then what was the moment? What did you say to yourself when you said, I'm going to do this?
Well, you kind of get to the point where you love the process, you love the product, but you think, I can't drink all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give it a try, but
Yeah, right. So if you're going to do it, then and really, Jenny, it's a little bit like cooking.
Yeah.
So you want to constantly be challenged and try new things and
yeah.
new flavors.
Yeah, I have some friends of mine who are just wine connoisseurs.
Yes.
And I don't know much about it.
Mhm.
I know what I like,
Mm-hmm.
and I drink what I like. And but they know all sorts of different things on how, the flavor, complexity, the taste, they can sip the wine and tell you what region, and I don't know.
When
I
they-
just like Dorothy's wine because
Yes.
it opens easy and it goes down smooth.
I like
That's
it.
all I care about.
Yeah. When they start using words like notes of,
Yeah.
then I'm like, I'm out. I'll drink it
Yeah.
because it's good.
Well, Wide River also has canned wine, which I think is
What?
very interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I know there were some wineries like back in the day that they always did the box, like the cardboard box
Yeah.
and stuff wine. But when did you get the canned idea?
So we started that, about 3.5 years ago. And it was uh, an experiment, really. But the idea was glass is expensive, glass is a little more difficult to recycle than aluminum, and it's a smaller serving.
Mhm.
And so we thought could go on the river, it could go to
Yeah.
baseball games, hockey games, things like that.
You're talking cans like it would be like just a regular,
Yeah, like a
like
regular
soda can.
aluminum can. Yeah, right there. 12-ounce can.
Genius.
Yeah. Can't
Oh.
beat it. Goes nice in a little koozie.
I'm
Keep it
looking at-
chilled if you like your wine chilled. Oh, I love that Harvest Hurrah, especially this time of year. That's my jam.
So what does
I
it
get a lot
taste
of
like?
that.
It's very spicy.
Spicy.
It's got clove, allspice.
Oh, clear your head right out. I love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's good.
It's medicinal.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Well, if you go to wideriverwinery.com, you can look at the pictures of the River Lodge. You can see the Wide River Winery Inn. You can schedule tours. They have an amazing wine list. It goes into a lot of details regarding the sugar levels of grapes, favorite recipes. And of course, they are located in Clinton, LeClaire, Village of East Davenport, where the tasting room is. And then they have a whole list or a link where you can find where their wine is sold. And what I love about it too, it's affordable.
Oh yeah.
Like-
I mean, yes. And that's what you want.
Yeah, it allows me to leave with multiple bottles instead of just one.
It's fun. I mean, really.
Yeah. So Dorothy, what's next?
Oh, well,
I mean, I'm sure you're hustling, you're doing it. What are you thinking about? If you're an entrepreneur, you never stop thinking.
I would love to integrate the whole vineyard nature kind of thing a little bit more into the experience. And we do offer tours, which is people who go on the tours always seem to have a big time. But I just feel like the whole nature connection is such a big thing for me and the rest of us who work out there that we need to figure out a way to get the customers to be able to experience that more
Yeah.
easily.
Would
Oh,
you
that
ever
would be neat.
consider teaching any classes yourself?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I've done a few workshops. And
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for your first time winemakers, it's addicting.
I
You can go down a
imagine.
rabbit hole really quick.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Because you buy a little home set,
Mm-hmm.
and then you expand, and then you buy something new,
And keep going.
and then you buy something new, and next thing you know, you're buying filters and all sorts of things. How difficult are those tanks to clean?
Well, it's not for the faint of heart. We do have a steamer power washer that helps quite a bit. But, the acid from the grapes seems to like to glom onto the
Yeah.
sides. Yeah. But, but they say a clean winery makes good wine. So it's all about
Gotta
cleaning.
do it.
No doubt about it. So, yeah, be sure to check out Wide River Winery. Good times, great wines at Wide River Winery. You can't beat it. You can also go on their website, and they have a wine club. How does that work?
Oh, it's pretty
Ooh.
cool. You sign up, you get to choose your 3 bottles, or if you want, we can choose them for you. You get 4 times a year, you get the shipment, and you get discounts and privileges at the tasting rooms.
I did not know that you could. I mean, I knew you could ship like alcohol and
Yeah.
stuff, but it just says wines may be shipped to a whole bunch of different states there, dozens, and must be signed for by an adult 21 years of age or older. So yeah, there's a whole list of benefits there. Sweet wine club, dry wine club, you name it. It's there. Very reasonably priced as well.
This is one of those businesses where we know we have it in town. We love it. It's a destination, but it goes off in so many different directions. That's really impressive. It's really cool.
Man, I'm gonna join the club.
Yeah,
just 'cause
join the
I'm lazy.
club.
I know I can go pick it up at the store, but I want to be on the club.
Open the
like
door
cool
and there it
kids do.
is. Yeah.
Well, Dorothy, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. Keep up the great work. I'm very excited to see what type of wine you make in the future. The orange wine sounds amazing to me.
Sounds really good.
So I will be on the lookout for that. But be sure again to check out the website wideriverwinery.com.
Thank you.
Jenny, what do you got going on the rest of the week?
Well, we have one more day, and then once again, we're going to say a shout out to our Karen.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
sorry about her father passing away. So, if we're not here, that's where we are tomorrow. Reggie,
Yeah, good dude.
great guy.
Yep, lots of great stuff happening here at Grow Clinton. If you don't follow us, do so on all of your major socials. Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Instagram, TikTok. You're on it. Just search Grow Clinton, you'll find us. And then be sure to subscribe to this podcast, all your major podcast catching applications, Buzzsprout, Apple Store, all of it. Just look for us again, Grow Clinton Podcast. Subscribe so you never miss an episode. Again, my name's Andy Sokolovich. Until I speak to you guys again, stay classy, folks. See ya. Thank you for listening to the Grow Clinton Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on all your socials. Until next time, see ya.